This is how lovely the woods are looking near my home. This is absolutely beautiful. This is part of the Offa's footpath that runs from Chepstow in the south to Prestatyn in the north. And the bluebells are just stunning at the moment. And just doing an early morning dog walk. I've just got the one with me this morning. Just an early morning dog walk before we start gardening. Good morning. There's a lot of hammering going on this morning. Anyway, I'll just carry on. It's Tuesday, 23rd of April, and at last I'm going to get my bean row up here. First of all, there's a few potatoes starting to sprout that were left in accidentally from last year, so I'm just going to dig those out. And then I've got some horse manure that I'm going to just lay on the top, and then we'll be all set for bean planting soon. It's raining, so I've had to put the camera in the shed. That's the manure down. That's the run of bean row in. It's good and solid. Usually around Whitsun time we get some really quite high winds, so I'm going to make sure it doesn't collapse. Just got to wait for some warmer weather now to get these beans in. And I've got 8 spare poles. So I'm thinking of taking these over to the allotment, putting some beans in the new patch. Because I've got so many plants now, I don't think I'll get them all in the garden round home. So I'll need my spare ground over there. I'm going to go over to the allotment probably this afternoon. So I'll take you over and show you what I've been doing with the new plot. I go over the allotment, I just wanted to report that all the plants in the greenhouse survived last night. It was fairly cold, but we didn't get a frost. So, good. I'm over at the allotments, and there's been a bit of slug damage here and there, so I've been edging, trying to keep the hiding places down and picking off any. I have got a whole tub of slugs and snails in there. Look at that lot. They're all going on a long holiday. And I'm going to go now over to the new plot. Well, it's now afternoon. You can see what we did over the weekend. That really was perfect timing. Our friend's moving house, letting us have their compost, putting a shout out for cardboard, and it all came together perfectly within a matter of days. So now, what I'm thinking of doing, because it's such a large area, I want to create pathways. So I'm going to mark it off into blocks of squares, and then I can access everything from all angles and see what I'm working with. I don't know how easy it is you can see this, but I've made pathways, and now nothing seems quite so daunting. I can see areas exactly where I'm going to plant things now, just one block at a time. Yeah, happy with that. In here, this bed here, I'm going to do sweet corn. I think I might do beans in that bed there. Brassicas, all three beds there. And this one here, I'm going to have as a seating area. I've got some of that rotten old plastic grass at home. I'm just going to cover that over and see if I can find an old garden seat at the upcycle centre and put it there. So I was like, it's quite sheltered here. It's a bit shady. It'd be lovely in the summer. I can just sit here and survey the view. How nice is that? Tucked away. Plot number 1. I've just got home to a bit of excitement. These girls have laid their very first eggs. Sadly, one of them's cracked because she's not laid it in the right place, so it fell, but we have one one egg. Thank you, girls. You're starting to earn your keep at last. Good girls. Good morning. It's Friday. I'm not sure what date it is actually. Could be about 26th, 27th. I have no idea. I forgot to look this morning. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and I'm actually going to go and do a little bit of light hoeing over there in the main allotment. But on this new plot here, I've brought a few additions. We went to the upcycle centre and I found a chair that I can sit on to have my coffee when I'm over here, that I can leave over here all the time, and a few other bits and pieces. How nice is that? So this is the main reason I'm over here. I'm just going to do a little bit of hoeing, and I'm armed with my trusty hoeing tool and my hori knife. I'm going to get a bit of tidying up done before we go away on the bank holiday weekend. This hori knife is great for pulling out dandelion roots. This is a great little tool. You can just kind of get in between each plant and slice off the tops of the weeds without disturbing the soil too much. Just given this bed a hoeing, and I've lost a few things. There's a few celeriac missing there, and there's a few celeriac missing here. So I think I've got some replacements at home, ready to put in when things are a bit warmer. What have I lost here? I've lost a couple of cabbage, but just filling the gaps with whatever I can find. The Jerusalem artichoke is coming through, and I lost a few things under here too. That's only to be expected with all the rain and the slugs that have been about. I've just hoed this bed, and I can see there are some leeks struggling here. Whatever ate the tops, I have no idea. Got a few brassicas that survived, and my onions from sets seem to be doing all right now. It's just it's so cold, so nothing's growing. And the other thing I must do later is I must bring over some liquid feed, because these are looking a little bit yellow, so I'm guessing they need a bit of nitrogen or something. Lovely flowers coming on the broad beans. Keep them covered up so as the pigeons and the sparrows don't get at them. I've now given this bed a light hoeing, and as a bonus I found some Jerusalem artichoke where they were growing last year. They say that once you've got Jerusalem artichoke you'll always have them. I transplanted most of them to the bed at the top, but that's a nice little bonus for dinner tonight probably. Just gone over the asparagus bed, and there's some nice spears coming along there. That's the biggest one. Still, I'm not going to pick it this year, it's going to gain some strength. Another one there. There's a very minute one there. I don't know what's happened to these two end ones, but I do have replacements at home if they don't come at all. Right, so that's 4 beds weeded. There's the Jerusalem artichokes that I transplanted last year. I'm going to keep them up here because I think they can cope with this raspberry bed that somebody lets get out of hand at times. Right, that's all I'm doing this morning. I think it's still morning. I have no idea what the time is, but my stomach is telling me that it's dinner time, lunch time. So I'm going to go home and then do a bit more after lunch. Pleased with my efforts this morning though. I'm back. I've had some lunch and I'm raring to go again for the afternoon. And what I'm going to do this afternoon, this bed here, I haven't looked at it since last autumn when I put manure under this. I'm just going to have a look to see what's going on under here. I still want to keep this membrane on at least another, well, till next year really. So I'm just going to see what's going on. So I'll probably be planting through this year. Anyway, I've got to see what's going on underneath here first. Right, well, I've disturbed an ant's nest, and there's a few things that I can see need digging out, so I'll just dig those few things out and then cover it back up again. Excellent. Looks like we're going to get black currants this year. Wonderful. Well, that's me done for today. It's now afternoon. I've bought some liquid feed over and put that on the peas and beans, and I've sorted out that bed underneath the black plastic there. So it's been a really productive day actually, and really all this now is ready for planting, and the other plot over there. So just got to wait for some warm weather. Hopefully we're due for some next week. Fingers crossed. Might rain tomorrow. Got a few jobs to do, little jobs at home in the garden tonight, but that's it basically for today, and maybe the rest of this week. So see you next week.